What's going on, guys? It's your boy Red Pill Canuck back again with another YouTube video. In today's video, Chris Rock finally comes out and you will not believe what he has to say about Will Smith's apology. And he has some backup at that. Eve, Steve Jobs' daughter, may he rest in peace, comes out about the iPhone 14. Oh, we got the gong there a little bit late. And of course, we got the Queen's passing. May she rest in peace, passed away yesterday. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain.
And welcome to another video, part of the Red Pill Canuck podcast here on the Red Pill Canuck channel. Yes, we are running at a podcasted format, which means we're not going to get into the actual main story until later into the video. But we do have some great stories for you here today. Some sad news, but it looks like today's episode is people not being very apologetic. I guess that's the way it is in today's society, but if you don't want to watch this whole show or video, long video, I like to call it a show now because it's quite long now, but you know what? You guys seem to like this format. Shout out to the Red Pill Canuck Quick Hits, where we kind of dice them up and slice them up, and we make it in bite-sized form so you guys can chew on that. So shout out to the Red Pill Canucks Hits channel. Unfortunately, as you can see, we have no videos here, but we're going to be having some videos in the coming days. So stay tuned for that, I guess. So if today's story, so first we're gonna hit the Will Smith apology. So as you know, I actually did a video on this. Will Smith apologizes, and I always thought it seemed a little bit suspicious the way he ended up doing that apology. It actually did look like it was a hostage situation. And I'm not the only one, because Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle teamed up to blast Will Smith's hostage video apology. Woo, nearly. I knew that was gonna come out. Pause. Let us read this article. I am actually very surprised. This actually came under my radar because this came out on the 6th, and I'm a little bit late on this one, but better late than never, that I always say. So let's get into the article here. Chris Rock is a wow, I can't even talk.
Bruh.
Okay, let's start again. Chris Rock is addressing the latest apology from Will Smith, which comes months after the actor slapped the comedian on stage at the Oscars in March. Rock, who was performing at the O2 Arena on Saturday, September the 3rd in London, blasted Smith's words of regret and offered up the video in July. I actually did a video, like I said, I did a review on his apology, so you can actually, there's a link in the description below, or you can actually just browse through my channel and, you know, be intrigued. Watch some of my videos. Hit some of them like buttons. Feed that algorithm. My algorithm be starving. Oh, my algorithm. He has not feasted in many fortnights, and he needs some nourishment. So guys, hit that blasted like button, please. I actually saw Chris Rock live when he was here in Canada, at the Scotiabank Arena, and it was awesome. Guys, if you can actually see any sort of comedy show or any sort of event close to front stage, you're not going to want to go back to the nosebleeds. And my opinion, it would actually give you more motivation to always be there. So it'll push you a little bit harder. But anyway, let's continue. Rock dismissed the King Richard Starr, saying during the set, F your hostage video. Wow. According to Deadline, I guess this is another news media outlet, he was referring to Smith's YouTube video in which he sits in a chair alone in a room and shares the personal work he is doing since the slap. While Smith says the video he reached out to Rock, he also adds that the comedian was not ready to talk. Of course not! The man slapped you like a pimp. He pimp-panned you in front of billions of people. And you really think that he's going to accept your apology? Even shrug it off? Will, seriously? Seriously? Seriously?
Bruh.
What planet are you living on? I actually said in my video, I'm not going to play it, but I actually said in my video, again, description box below, that he was not going to go for this. I predicted this. So I'm 1 for 1 on this channel in regards to predictions. I knew he wasn't going to go for this because who in their right mind would go for this? That makes no sense. Like, who would really? If someone's... Okay, let me go to full screen here for that. I'm going to full screen earlier. Who in their right mind would accept an apology after the way this person treated this other person? If this were you, if someone were to pimp raises pimp hand, and he ain't even a pimp. And actually, the funny thing is, in the Chris Rock show I went to, and I quote, "I got slapped by a millionaire with lotioned hands." Yep, lotion hands. So obviously he ain't masculine at all. But anyway, let's continue. Oh, let me go back into the article. There we go. There we go. Chris, I apologize to you, Smith said. My behavior was unacceptable and I am here whenever you are ready to talk. And I actually commented on this as well. I commented on this quote right here. Whenever you're ready to talk. Why the hell is he going to approach you? What? To get the left hand? You're going to have to get the right? But judging by Rock's comments during the Saturday set, he won't be ready for a long time. And I actually predicted this. And who the heck would? The comedian didn't share much more about the slap. But did note, yes, that... yes, that ish hurt. He played Ali. I can't even play Floyd Mayweather. Wow. But you know what? Shout out to Chris Rock, because honestly, he held it, and I like to call this this method suit and tie. He held it like a professional. You're at a professional gala, professional atmosphere. You held it like a professional. And to this day, I don't care what excuse Mr. Smith think he had going through his head. He blanked out. I had trauma. Blah. I have anxiety. That's the new Gen Z excuse. I have anxiety. There's no excuse for what you did. And I don't blame Chris for not accepting his apology. Like, what did you really think? Bygones are going to be bygones? Nah. Smith played the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali in the 2001 film titled Ali. While Rock didn't shy away from the slap, Deadline reports that he clarified he returned to work the day after the Oscars and didn't view himself as a victim after the incident. Well, again, round of applause to him. He held it like a man. Which is the same thing, Mr. Smith. You should have held your masculine frame like a man. But no, you didn't. You held it like a female. By the way, shout out to all my females out there. Come on, ladies. Before you hit that dislike button, before you try to torpedo me in the comments, be real. Come on, be truthful to yourselves. You all know a lot of females, they lead with emotion. When something goes wrong, you lead with emotion. You don't sit there and rationalize and have a discussion. For example, when someone cheats on you, the first thing you do is you go and you slap. When something goes wrong, the first thing you do when it's not going your way, you go and cry. So, you guys are leading with emotion. I'm not saying every female is this way, but every female I encountered is this way. And based on the odds, the odds ain't in your favor. But ladies, come on. We're all having fun here. I make fun of both y'all equally. Men be taking L's too, so don't worry. Some of y'all males act like females, but you're still males. So I rag on you too. So, come on. We're just having fun. Life is short. Let's have fun. Anyway, continuing to the article. Rock was joined by the show by Dave Chappelle, his partner during the European stand-up tour. I actually didn't get to see Dave Chappelle. I would love to see him in live in living color. That would be awesome, because I've always been a big fan. I'm actually a big fan of both of these guys. Very funny, very straight up, very... It's not, honestly, it doesn't seem scripted when they're doing their stand-up. That's what I like. I like it's like very improv. It's like this show, for instance. I make mistakes. I screw up. I could easily edit this show for the amount of mistakes I usually make. But do I edit it? No, because this is real life. Real life you can't edit. You screw up in life, you deal with it. You move on. You improvise. I like to improvise. I don't like to go in there and cut it because nobody's perfect. And that's actually one of the things I like to get included in this show. When I make mistakes, nobody's perfect. We're just having fun here. Anyway. Continuing. Where am I? I lost my spot. Okay, here we go. Who is it? Okay, let me read this again because I lost my spot. Rock was joined at the show by Dave Chappelle, his partner during the European stand-up tour. Chappelle, who was involved in his own high-profile on-stage assault earlier this year during a set of Netflix Comedy Festival, says that he is less trusting of crowds after being ambushed by an audience member in May, according to Deadline. And we all know what happened there. I'm not going to really get into it. I'm not going to pull that up. If you guys want to know, that's what Google is for. Yeah. That was some scary-ish, he said in his own attack. He also returned to the topic of Rock's Oscar slap, pondering what he would have done if he would have been struck by Smith. While he didn't know how he would have reacted at the moment, he assured the crowd that Smith wouldn't have enjoyed the rest of the night at the awards ceremony. That, again, is very true. And, again, Chris, if you're listening, big fan, by the way. Shout out to him. You handled it very well, very professionally. And, again, I'm going to give you another round of applause because you handled it like a man would. Actually, you know what? Let me reiterate that. You actually stood up like an adult, like a grown-up would. Okay, females, are you listening to me? Are we okay here now? Are we okay from the last comment that I made? He stood up like an adult. That's what adults do. When adults have an issue, they talk it out. I still don't understand to this day why he would go and slap somebody. Like, I never even had a woman slap me, to be honest with you. I had a woman cuss me out. Okay, I have my fair use disclaimer up. Oh, I got the wrong disclaimer. Oh, we gotta switch this disclaimer, guys. We gotta switch the disclaimer. We're not doing fair use now. Viewer discretion is advised. You decided to watch this video. I know I'm doing this late, but better late than never again. You're deciding to watch this video. We promote no hate or harm of your life choices, whatever it may be in this channel. Life is short. If you want to do it, you're not hurting anybody. I really don't care. But if you don't like my views, you can click off the video now and you decide to come here because I'm super awesome and because I'm cute. Listen, I have to give myself an ego boost wherever I can because according to my likes and my views, it looks like I gotta do that myself. It's okay. You know what? I'm a new channel here on the YouTubes, so I'll get there. It's all about determination. It's all about consistency, which I'm trying to give you a lot of consistent content here. Okay, where am I getting? Okay, there we go. Shortly after storming the stage and slapping Rock, Smith accepted the Best Actor award for his role in King Richard. But his moment of glory quickly faded as the fallout of the slap intensified as Smith's since been banned from the Oscars for 10 years. This could have been avoided. So even though he did this apology, by the way, shout out to my apology here. My apology video, I mean. I could actually, honestly, I could have came out with a better apology. This man has been gone in hiatus. Is that what they call it? Hiatus? He's been on hiatus for 4 months after this incident. And this is the best setup you could do? Like, seriously? It does look like you're doing a it does look like you're doing a hostage negotiation. It looks like you're asking for ransom. Like, seriously? Who thought of this idea, honestly? Well, who's your publicist? Like, who's handling... You know what? Ladies, I know I always say this, well, okay, where's your man at and who's handling... Mr. Smith, who is handling you? I know it ain't Jada, because Jada be handling Tupac. Oh my God, I'm gonna feel the wrath of his right hand.
Bruh.
Are we done with this article? Yeah, we're done with this article. So, obviously, Chris ain't having this apology, and to be honest with you, I don't really blame him. I wouldn't. I don't think anybody would. I don't think it didn't seem genuine from the beginning, to be honest with you. It didn't seem genuine at all. So, I'm not surprised. Next article of today, Steve Jobs' daughter. Is that his daughter? Wow. She ain't bad. Oh, she definitely ain't bad. Is there another picture of her? Okay, that's Mr. Jobs. Hello. Oh, she's definitely flat-backed. Definitely. Definitely flat-backed. How old is she, anyway? This is his youngest daughter, by the way, too. How was he? Oh, she's 23 years old. Hello. Holler at your boy. But you know what, honestly, I'm kind of a Samsung guy. I actually used to be a die-hard Apple fanboy when it came to, like, the iPhone. Every time the iPhone used to come out, I used to be that guy lining up. Well, not lining up. I'd camp out. Listen, I was young back then. I'm pretty sure we all did stupid stuff. But, you know, I camp out. I ended up getting the phone. I buy two of them and I would end up flipping them. Yeah, I was one of those guys. But anyway, so Steve Jobs' 23-year-old daughter, Eve, mocks new iPhone 14 with a meme suggesting it's exactly the same as last year's model. Wow. Guys, and I was wondering why Apple stock went down. Every time there's an Apple event, the Apple stock goes up. I actually was lining up I was actually at the bank, and I was watching, because, some of the banks, they have the stock tickers and whatnot. What's going on in the market. I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting in line, and I'm watching, and I'm like, why is Apple stock down? I even asked the teller, why is Apple stock down? I found it very interesting. How come Apple stock is down today? And the girl actually said, oh, they're having their event today. I'm like, what? I actually forgot what day it was, which happens sometimes because I'm so productive. I like to, my slogan is like, when people ask, oh, what are you doing today? I'm saying I'm being productive. I don't say I'm busy, because you could be busy doing a lot of stuff, but the question is, are you productive? Are you having a productive day, or are you having a busy day? There's two different things. I actually was dating this girl one time, and she always was busy. And I'm not saying busy, slapping them cheeks elsewhere, or busy, whatever, doing some suspicious-ish. I'm not talking about that. But she always used to, I call her, and, we have our little chats or whatever. And she would actually say that, oh, I had such a busy day. So one day I actually asked her. I'm like, okay, you had a busy day? All right. What did you do today? Oh, I lined up at the DMV. Well, you guys call it the DMV back in the U.S., so we call it Service Ontario. Shout out to Ontario. Oh, I just talked to myself. It was only a matter of time I was gonna slip up. And for all you guys who are trying to dox me and figure out who I am, as soon as it said Scotiabank Arena, you probably knew exactly where I was from. Anyway, continuing with the story. So, what was my thought? Oh, yes, okay. So anyway, I asked her one day, okay, you were busy. What did you do today? She's like, oh, what was that? Service Ontario trying to renew my plate. And then I realized I forgot my license, which is a dead mistake. I had to go home, and then when I went home, I had to do the, and then I had to, by the time I went in, it was closed, and then I had to wait 2 hours in line, and I'm like, okay, did you finally get it done? No, I gotta go back tomorrow. But my day was so busy. What? How was your day busy? How was your day busy? You didn't get anything done. You wasted the day, basically. Oh, no, I was busy because I had to go here and there and there. No, you weren't. Ma'am, you were not busy. You basically wasted a day. Now, if she would have got up at like 8:30 in the morning, because they actually open at 8:30 here. If she would have got up at 8:30, got her stuff done, got home by 11, she could have said she had a productive day. Not a busy day. But anyway, let's get into this article. So, same phone as last year. The late Steve Jobs' daughter, Eve, gently mocked iPhone's release of their new, highly anticipated iPhone 14 after using an internet meme. Eve, 23... Yep, Eve. By the way, I just realized something. Apple, Eve... Wow. Yep. I just realized that. Anyway, Eve reacted to Wednesday's announcement by throwing some shade on the company's latest release. together with the photo of a middle-aged man buying exactly the same shirt as he's wearing, the Stanford graduate, who is Jobs' youngest child, reposted a meme from Wall Street Bets. By the way, shout out to Wall Street Bets. Me upgrading the iPhone 13 to iPhone 14 after Apple's announcement today. Wow. Wow. Yep. Wow. That's why the stock went down. Yo, because believe it or not, Wall Street Bets actually has quite a bit of traction in the media. Look, they were able to, like, pretty much single-handedly save AMC and GameStop. So posting this meme, yo, I am not surprised the stock went down. I'm like, wow. Steve Jobs, our market, okay, we got that already. And there she is, and she's winking. Hello. She ain't bad. She's actually, she doesn't look like she's wearing a lot of makeup, too. She's quite cute. But anyway. Okay, Eve pictures selfie with her iPhone 13. And she's not using the Pro. Is she using the Pro Max? I think she's using the Pro Max. Okay, because the 13 has 2 cameras, I believe. This has 3. Anyway. A person holds a new iPhone 14 model, so that's the... Yeah, it looks the same. Anyway. Bro, they just been releasing the same thing over and over and over again. One commentator wrote, Apple released the same phone with barely marginal improvements again. Another as to the meme meaning. It's not the same since it continues costing you more money, explained another. Wow. Shots fired. I love it. But you know what? To be fair, it is true. I remember back in the day when Apple used to come out and they used to say, best iPhone ever. Best iPhone ever. Best iPhone ever. And all they did was change it. They got rid of the button. They got rid of the headphone jack. So their biggest innovation was taking stuff away. If you catch my drift. And then they took away the charger. But but honestly, even the camera. I think for the past several years, it's always been 12 megapixel. Like, seriously? 12 megapixel. But of course, they come out and say, oh, we did some software engineering. Where we basically went on the back end and tinkered. And we have new aperture. But again, it's still 12 megapixel. Samsung is basically on 120 megapixel already. Actually, with the S22 Ultra, I think they're on 120. We're going to go to good old Google for this one. And shout out to my channel there. Let's see. Let me see. Why is my keyboard not working? Samsung S22 Ultra camera. Okay, so let's see, camera, it's good for low light. Okay, let me put megapixel. Okay, let's see, full specs. 108, my apologies, 108 megapixel camera. And only now Apple is at 48. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I understand there's different lenses and whatnot, but when you combined it, at least, you're at 108. I actually have the S21 Ultra. I use it basically for, you know, if I'm around taking, because if I know I'm going to, say, you know, baseball game or wrestling event, which I recently went to, I usually whip out the big boy. Pause. camera. But Apple, seriously? 48 megapixel. You only got that now? Where have you been? They just got wireless charging like 2 years ago. And Samsung's have been having it for at least like God knows what, 6 or 7 years. As soon as Apple comes up with a foldable though, I'll give it a shot. But these candy bar style phones, yeah, I ain't feeling it, man. Nah. I ain't feeling it. Because it looks like everybody else, first of all. I like to be originalist. And also, when you put it in your pocket, I keep on looking at it. She hella cute. I wonder if Leonardo will actually smash this yet. I wonder if he smashed it. But how old is she? 23? Yeah, my dear, you still got some time with the Leonardo. Anyway, back on topic. Yo, I have Steve Jobs staring at me. He's like, yeah, away from my... Don't eat the apple. Yeah. Anyway, back to the article. Okay, Munmox, and that's Eve there. Earlier on Wednesday. Okay, watch the full video. Okay, we're not going to give Apple any advertisement. They don't advertise me, but anyway. Okay. Apple on Wednesday gave more detail regarding the iPhone 14, which has satellite connectivity. Honestly, some of the features are actually kind of cool, though. I'm going to be fair. The SOS messaging, I think Samsung already had that, though. Samsung did it. The crash detection, I don't think Samsung has that, so I think that's a first for Apple. Okay, so it launches September 16th. The phone closing on CEOs. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway. So, anything else interesting here? Okay, so apparently it communicates with satellites, which I actually think is pretty cool. Because we all have driven places where there is no cell service, and you're always wondering, okay, what the hell happened? Am I going to die out here and be eaten by coyotes? So, Apple's got you covered here. So, shout out to all my Apple guys. Okay, I'm not ragging on Apple. I actually have my iPhone still, but I have my iPhone 10 because, I don't know, it's small. It still works fine. And the thing is, actually, somebody actually came out, too, and they mentioned that Apple's biggest competitor is themselves because they're able to innovate and do all the software upgrades and whatnot, and it basically keeps the phone newer, longer. So, anyway. Okay, it comes in different finishes. And here's the thing here, too. That's... So a lot of people hated the notch, and you know what? Actually, Samsung. Hold on a second, Samsung. Where is it? I'll give Samsung credit because they always knew. Can I actually make this bigger? They always knew how to mock Apple. Like, for the longest time. Yeah. So, they basically always mentioned about the notch. And they still got the notch. But instead, they hide it with some called dynamic island stuff. So, they make it look like it has functionality. But, the notch is still there. Yeah. Shout out to Apple. Anyway. So, yeah, we're done. We're done with this one here. But, yeah. I find it very interesting that the ex-CEO's daughter came out and said this. I'm like, wow. Shots fired. Going into our next article. So, as you know... Yep. There we go. So I was waiting for... My condolences to the royal family and everybody in the UK, bruv. Shout out to you. As you know, the queen has passed. And King Charles is going to be taking the reins. So... shout out to the Queen. wherever she is. A lot of people are actually mourning in Buckingham Palace and in London right now. And yeah, you know, a person dies, obviously. It's a sad thing. No matter what somebody does, unless you're, you know, like not Tom Clancy. That's whoever made Rainbow Six. Yeah, unless you're like a mass murderer or something, you know. No one ain't mourning your ass. But anyway, you know, the Queen did some good. She is. We are. You know what? I'm actually wondering, are we still a monarchy here in Canada? Apparently we are, but a lot of people don't really pay attention to it because, you know, they do it in London, though. Like, London, like, die hard. We're talking about, yeah, like, people, when they used to have the royal weddings, people would actually get up here at, 5 o'clock in the morning, because there's a big time zone difference between here and London. So, people would get up in the wee hours of the morning and watch the wedding. Like, wow. Like, seriously. They would watch the wedding and make sure they didn't miss anything of this event. But y'all be late for work. You'll get up and watch the royal wedding, but y'all be coming to work late. Yeah. Something that's paying your bills, you arrive late. So the world is mourning right now, including Prince Harry here. We're going to do this in another video here, but yeah, Prince Harry, apparently he wasn't able to say goodbye because he ended up getting there late. Wow. That's rough. It's rough. He went alone, by the way. Megan, where were you at? Yeah, no response, eh? Too busy being strong and independent, eh? Yeah. Anyway. So obviously the world is mourning. But, of course, such as everything, there's two sides. Even when somebody dies. Because, of course, Twitter lit up with condolences, but also vile tweets. Getting into the article here, Twitter pulls vile tweet by Carnage Mellon's critical race theorist professor, who said she hoped the Queen died an excruciating death after Jeff Bezos' led an avalanche of condemn. Wow. Seriously? Wow. Wow. Body ain't cold yet. The body ain't even buried yet. She ain't even fresh in the ground. And you're already throwing shade on the lady's name. Like, seriously? Like, seriously. Anyway, let's continue. Twitter has removed a series of vile tweets written by a critical race theory professor. What is that anyway? Is that even, like... That's a title? Seriously? Critical race theory professor. Why is there so many words, first of all? And what is a critical race theory professor? What is that? You know what? We're going to Google that. I didn't prepare to this, but you know what? What is it? Okay, who are the experts on critical race theory? Okay. The works such as... okay. What are the components? The finding is the notion that racism is really... You guys can read this on your own. Okay, here we go. This is actually what I was looking for. Okay. What are the 5 components of a critical race theory? Simply put, critical race theory states that U.S. social institutions such as the criminal justice system, education system, labor market, housing market, and healthcare system is laced with racism embedded in laws, regulations, rules, and procedures that lead to differential outcomes based on race. So you need to go to school for that? Seriously? Isn't that more common sense than anything? For real. You have to go to school for that? Hell, I could tell you if something is racist just by looking at it. I don't need to go to get a doctorate or master's or bachelor's or whatever and waste money, student loan money, which you're probably getting paid off to learn to become that. To be a professor in that. Wow. I could be a professor in that. Anyway. Let's continue. Okay, by a critical race theory professor who is mocking Queen Elizabeth II just hours before her death. Wow! Mocking her before her death. Prompting thousands of people, including Jeff Bezos, to slam her for her insolent words. Yo, she ain't even dead, and you're... Oh, wow. The woman ain't even in the ground, and you're mocking her. I wonder how she feels now. I don't think she gives an ish. And anyway. Uja. Okay, I'm going to butcher this name. And this is not on purpose. I suck at names. Okay. Uju and... Jesus Christ. We're going to say you. We're going to call you you. Is an anti-racist teacher. An anti-racist teacher. An associate professor at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And she sparked outrage after calling the ailing queen the head of thieving, aping, genocidal empire. Wow. Shots fired. Wow. Ma'am, is this a male or a female? Is there a picture of Y'all females taking this L today. You're be holding this L. You know that L is coming, eh? Wow. Wowie, wow, 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 wow. Wow. Anyway, continuing. Writing shortly before the Queen's death was announced, Enya, okay, we're going to say, I think I pronounced this. Enya? Okay, anyway. Enya said she hoped that the monarch's final hours of pain be excruciating.
Bruh.
Wow. Her appalling invective has... Jeez, big words today. Okay, faced a firestorm of outrage and cast a light on previous attempts by hundreds of people who get the outspoken academic fired for teaching job at her... Okay, wow. So Twitter fired back and they wanted to get her ish fired. And a disgusting tweet now deleted by Twitter. Yeah. Good luck, Twitter. Because the internet lasts forever. Not even you, Twitter, can escape the wrath. think people are going to snapshot this stuff and repost it like Twitter? Seriously? Anyway. In a disgusting tweet now deleted by Twitter, modern language teacher. Oh, she's a modern language teacher now? Wrote, I hear the chief monarch of a thieving, aping, genocidal empire is finally dying. May her pain be excruciating. Oh, man. Okay, you know what? The tweet's actually down here. You see? This has been snapshot. Twitter. How's that deletion going? Yeah, you think you could delete that stuff, right? Yeah, nah. It's right here. Good job deleting. Okay, let's read the other tweet she wrote. If anyone expects me to express any but disdain for the monarch who supervised a government that sponsors the genocide that massacred the displaced half of my family and the consequences of those alive today are still trying to overcome, you keep wishing upon a star. Woo! Wow! Okay, she looks like she's actually... I think this is actually a Nigerian name. Okay, Okay, she's speaking out of anger. Like I said before, females, you wanted to rag on me about my previous comment with leading with emotion, like Mr. Smith did. This tweet is leading with emotion. I could tell right away because she clearly states right here. Express, okay, where is it? Express any but disdain for the monarch who supervised. See, right here, this tweet alone, she probably lost people or generations to the monarchy. Again, there was some sort of... We can't get around it. Obviously, it's out there. You know, the royal family weren't always on their best behavior. Let's be fair. London people, don't get mad at me. I'm not spitting on the grave. Definitely not. I do show my condolences. And, you know, I do have respect for the royal family, but some of the generations of the royal family, they were doing some shady-ish, to be fair. Yep, a lot of ish. Some money was paid off for some debauchery, even recently. But, you know, was it by the word of the queen? Well, that secret is going away with her. Yeah. Yep. Again, may she rest in peace. And we'll give her one more. But yeah. That's also for the tweet that went up here too. Okay, where's the rest of my article? Okay, there we go. If anyone is okay, we read that already. That wrenched woman and her bloodthirsty throne has effed generations of my ancestors on both sides of the family, and she supervised the government that sponsored the genocide my parents and siblings survived, but may she die in agony. So yeah, again, she's leading with emotion, guys. Females, ladies out there, ladies, I know you're listening. My soothing voice, I know. Daddy's here. Anyway, she's leading with emotion. Obviously. Not a good way, not a good thing to post. I don't know if her job may in jeopardy with this post, because yeah, you don't want to mess with the royal family. That's like messing with the yeah. You don't want to mess with the royal family. Let's just leave it there. Twitter later removed the post for violating their rules, obviously, because it's probably like a hate or harm thing. We have our disclaimer up here. so we're okay. Her Majesty died today. Well, this was yesterday at age 96. She passed away surrounded by members of the royal family at Brusho Castle in Scotland. Wow. Anya's vile words about the Queen were slammed by thousands online, including billionaire Bezos. Jeff Bezos got in the ring. Wow. Seriously? Jeffy boy. Billionaire Jeff. Wow. He got in the ring. He threw his hat. What did he say? This is someone supposedly working to make the world better. I don't think so. Wow. Shots fired. And of course, journalist Piers Morgan. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did Piers Morgan have to say? You vile, disgusting moron. By the way, shout out to Piers Morgan. I find his commentary very, very entertaining. I have nothing against the guy. He raises a lot of good points. He don't like Meghan, and a lot of stuff he said about Meghan actually rings true, believe it or not. Again, you have to kind of choose your words wisely. Such as everything in society. But yeah, when you're famous and when you're a billionaire, no, you can say whatever the hell you want. One horrified user said, "Don't expect that you, but expect common decency. Respect such as a loss. If you cannot give that at the time, you are a disgrace of a human being." You know what? I do kind of agree with this, to be honest with you. It is a human, yes, obviously everybody, who does wrong in life, at the end of the day, we're all skin and bones and some fat. Shout out to my big people out there. But at the end of the day, we are all, we are human beings. So, a death is obviously, when someone dies and actually, when someone dies, someone will mourn you. No matter how bad you are in life, there is always going to be one or a small few that will mourn you, because obviously not everybody is extremely bad, like from birth. So obviously there are some good times. People do some, sometimes do good, sometimes they do bad. It's a mix of both. So you're going to have people mourning you. I understand this tweet. So where's my spot? I lost my spot here. Wait. Oh, here I am. Sorry. Another added, you are just uncouth and mannerless. You speak of someone who just passed such a vile and disdaining comment. Wow. Carnegie Mellon University, wow, has distanced itself. Wow. Telling Daily Mail it does not condone the offensive and objectionable messages. Yo, ma'am, you're on your own here. Wow. Yep. So if they distance themselves from her, who knows if she's still going to have a job? Jeez. Free expression is the core of our mission of higher education. However, the views she shared absolutely do not respect the values of the institution, nor the standards of discourse we seek to foster, a spokesman said. So they ain't having this. You know what? There she is right there. And there's billionaire Bezos. Wow. Guys, if billionaire Jeff fires back at you, you're in trouble. Definitely. Bruh. You're in trouble. The anti-racist professor has faced allegations of racism in the past. Wait, what? The anti-racist professor has faced allegations of racism in the past for the words she used online. Okay, what? Tell me how this makes sense. So you're anti-racist, meaning you are not of the racist variety. How can an anti-racist be racist? Is that even possible? That's basically like a vegan eating meat. Wow. Wow. Has faced... Ma'am, you're a professor of anti-racism. How are you racist? So I'm guessing you're only anti-racist when it benefits you. Wow. Whew. Okay, anyway. And in one instant, the foundational Black American organization created a petition to get her removed. Wow. Wow. Okay, you know when your own culture, when your own people, when your own brothers and sisters, and it's not a racial thing, I'm saying brothers and sisters. I'm talking about Caucasians, Asians, East and West Indians. You know when your brothers and sisters are throwing smack on your name and trying to get you removed, you know you're doing something wrong. Wow, they ain't even supporting this either. Ma'am, you're alone. Enya, who claims to be an expert in diversity, equality, and inclusion, was called out for using an ethnic slur, which means... Wow, can I even say this on YouTube? Otten pickers and wild animals. Wow. The petition to get her fired generated 800 signatures. It read, Dr. Yu Enya cannot be allowed to use this platform of College Mellon University Department of Modern Languages to further promote systematic racism through her blatant use of ethnic slurs on social media when referring to fundamental Black Americans. Whoo! Wow. Wow, when your own people, when your own brothers and sisters are calling you out, yep, you're pretty much done. And I agree with them. So you go to school for being a specialist in, what's her title again? Critical race theory professor. Yeah, and you can't even get that right. So you basically wasted tuition money and you still failed. Jeez. This is a step backwards in our fight to destroy systematic racism and discrimination for all people. If institutions allow professors to become comfortable with using language as a weapon against people of color, and what? Again, what? By using language as a weapon of color by people of color. Society must hold, they have must in capital letters here, must hold all people accountable equally, and we call on College Mellon University to take action against this type of behavior to protect the reputation and integrity of higher learning institutions. One person who signed the petition said that the professor cannot be trusted with their children. Woo! Wow!
Bruh.
Shots fired again. They added, I'm concerned for the children. She can't be trusted with my kids. I wouldn't want racists of any color teaching my children. Wow. Another added, she needs to be fired. There is no way in L she should be allowed to teach black American students. She is a danger to any black American she comes in contact with. Fire her now. And a third person who signed the petition for the university to drop her said, she's a hypocrite and an ethnic, I can't even say this word, igot. Whoo! Her career is done. Wow, she is pretty much done. Whew. The vicious academic also found herself in hot water when she mocked the death of YouTuber Kevin Samuels. Wow. Shout out to Kevin. In May of 22. Samuel, who has 1.42 million YouTube subscribers, as nearly as many Instagram followers, was known best for his controversial dating advice. He passed away early this year. Again, Kevin, you're up there with the Queen. There you go. Shout out to you. And one more. And there we go. By the aftermath of his death, she wrote, Kevin Samuels told men their worth with their wallets. He died... What? Okay, let me read this again. I have to actually sit up for this one. Okay, what did she say? Kevin Samuels, who told their worth... What? Who told their worth was with their wallet. He died with a one bed, so I guess this is some bedroom. He died in a one-bedroom sublet with less than $1,000 to his name. No partner, friend, or offspring willing, yeah, you can't even spell, willing to claim him. Only his poor mother begging and borrowing money to bear. Wow. Whew. Okay, I heard about this tweet. I didn't know it was her. You, ma'am? Seriously? Okay. Females, are you taking this? Are you taking this L for her? Like, seriously? Or are you just going to give her the L on her own? By the way, ma'am, I got to ask, where's your man at? Where's your man at? Allowing you to talk this debauchery online. Do you know what? Take away her cell phone. Take away her phone. Take away her social media. Like, I believe in also... I'm going to go full screen here. I also believe in freedom of speech as much as the next person. But when you're talking debauchery, such as this, especially when people die, there's no words that can actually... There's no words that can defend this. No matter how bad somebody is, you go and spit on their grave? Wow. And here's Bezos' tweet. Here's the Queen. Yep, the Queen's looking down right now. There we go. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to London. Here in Canada, we are mourning with you. And this is all joking aside, by the way. Yeah, it's not good when anybody passes away, regardless of what they allegedly have done. But, yeah. And we're going to give her one more bell. And there we go. There is no way you aren't a woman with such a hate in your heart. And we certainly do not need what? Okay. There is no way you aren't a woman with such hate in your heart. We certainly don't need that in women who hold high positions in our society. So she is getting a lot of backlash on this. So I'm glad social media is actually doing something right for once, and You know, this is... I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this at all. Yes, maybe the royal family have done allegedly debaucherous things, allegedly. But this is not the time. It's too soon. It's way too soon. The woman wasn't even in the ground. She wasn't even at heaven's gate yet. And you're doing this? Like, seriously? A third social media user discussed, and his words said, "There's always someone looking for attention in the midst of a tragedy, which you might understand if it's a tragedy, was a hatred public figure. But these comments are disgusting." And from a verified... Wait, is she verified, actually? You should be ashamed of yourself. She was verified. Oh, jeez, I didn't even know that. See. Woo. Twitter. How the heck is she verified? And y'all verifying your boy. How many subscribers does she... How many followers does she have anyway? Okay, we're going to go to Twitter here. How many subscribers does she have? By the way, subscribe to my Twitter. Shameless plug. Does she even have an account anymore? I don't think she has an account anymore, does she? Oh, wait. I don't think she does. Is her account gone? Because I'm actually... I don't think she has an account. I think her... Oh, wait, is that her account? So, Twitter. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is her here. So, apparently, she's a anti-racist feminist. So, let's read this again. Anti-racist, feminist, research language and teaching. Views are mine. Wow. Whew. And actually, there's one lady here. And actually, respect the dead when they're writing all these tweets. And how it happened. Okay. Wow, she's getting a lot of backlash. Twitter, honestly, how does she still have her check mark? Like, this is the second time. Oh, she has a website too? I'm not promoting her, by the way. But I'm just finding it very interesting. Okay, so she's definitely, you know what? I don't really see her as a teacher, to be honest with you. I see her more of an activist. You guys want to contact her? What? Wait, listen. If you guys want to contact her, there's no way to contact her. Of course, she has a scholarship. Does she have a scholarship? No. There's a book she wrote. Who designed this website? Anyway. Yeah, I'm done with her. Let's go back to the article. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, there's okay. Should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, as well as Anya and her vile words, a stew of people took to social media to attack and mock the Queen as news rolled. So there was thing on both sides, like I said. Wow. So yeah, there a lot of people rang in on this. You know, there was obviously a thing. Yep, there's Kevin. Shout out to Kevin, wherever he is right now. There we go. By the way, you know what? So she is mocking Mr. Samuels about only having 1K to his name. How much money do you have, ma'am? Why don't you show receipts? You know what? Let me go full screen again. I know I'm going a little bit long on this point, but ma'am, if you think you're better than Kevin Samuels or the Queen, let me see some receipts. You say the man died with only $1,000 to his name and no one to claim his body and a yada yada yada. His mom was begging for funeral costs. I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I think that was cap. Because if he has 1.42 million subscribers, he is getting that YouTube money. And this man was hustling. Like, he did his own editing. Like, he didn't have a marketing team. He did everything in-house. So he did everything himself. He hustled hard. I will give the man credit. I think credit should be given where credit is due. Round of applause to him. Wherever he is right now. But ma'am, if you think you're better than this individual, if you think you're better, and this is the bet, where is her thing? I lost it. Where's her website? Let me go back to her website here. Show me some receipts, ma'am. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't contact you, can we? I'm pretty sure she took this down because of the tweet. I'm pretty sure she may have regrets. But yet, I don't see any apology whatsoever. None. Again, this is what happens when you lead your life with emotion. Wait, she doesn't have that many followers, actually. I thought she had at least 500,000. That's all she has. Unless her follower count is probably dropping by the second. Who knows? But, you know, some people do support her. So, I don't know. It's up to you, I guess. Wow. At 1:30 p.m. today, or yesterday, the Queen's death was confirmed. Buckingham Palace spokesperson said the Queen died peacefully this afternoon. The King and the Queen consort will remain up this evening and return to London tomorrow. The Queen's death will see Britain and the Commonwealth enter a 10th-day mourning. We're actually having something similar here in Canada, as her son, King Charles, exceeds the throne, and there will be a celebration of her historic 70. She was actually on the throne for 70 years. Wow. Whew. Some of y'all can't even hold jobs for more than 5 years. Anyway. Charles, who became king at the death of his mother, we mourn her profoundly passing her chairs. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Is that it? Wow. Whew. Well. Yep. Definitely not a good day in London. Again, shout out to all my London people. Bruvs. Bruvs in arms, I guess we can call it, because we're here in Canada. We are, again, still part of the Commonwealth, monarchy, whatever you want to call it. Do I think it's, you know, we should still have a monarchy? I'm not going to get involved in that. It's not my place. Apparently, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional like this lady here. Yep. Interesting times. Anyway, guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. We didn't do any Ratchet Cinema today because, obviously, you know, I wanted to light up the mood, but in respect to the Queen, in respect to the royal family and its mourning, I kind of wanted to keep this a little bit neutral, somber kind of video today. I didn't want to. It would have been a good idea, I guess, to put some, you know, some sort of, you know, laughter, but I didn't feel it was right. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and post notifications. Make sure they're on. Make sure you follow all my social media handles, which actually are in the banner and are in the description box below. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one. And by the way, shout out to the Quick Hits channel. There is going to be, let me go here. There we go. Shout out to the Quick Hits channel. There is going to be some videos coming up there very soon. Pause. So there you go. Make sure you subscribe there. I will see you all in the next video. Later.
I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, jam to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill. I know life's short, so I wanna live real. But how's it